What? You brought your mother? Mr. Boring. Yeah, she's got final say on any girls that I date. Bruh.
What the f was that?
Hello, friends, and welcome back to ReddX, your source for the freshest daily cringe content anywhere on the internet. Promise, swearsies, it's just a fact, and it's totally science. I'll go ahead and look it up. If you want, you know I can't live your life for you. Today we're jumping into r/NeckbeardStories. It actually comes from my personal subreddit, r/ReddX reads, yes, it is a one-off tale, but oh my god, it is a first date fail, which is one of the things that I love the very most in the entire world. Neckbeard plus first date equals comedy gold. We've also got a GoFundMe up for Ramtide. I'm probably going to be talking about it at the beginning of these stories for quite a little while. I hope you will forgive. The link is down in the description. Also, probably a pinned comment once I'm awake and active on this video. We're trying to get Ramtide settled down into a house so he can stop living that hobo life, which is sort of sad, but also like I want to see my best friend succeed at the things that he loves to do. So yeah, check out the GoFundMe, donate if you can. I know we're going to put up some pictures of him doing hobo stuff relatively soon, probably within the next day or so. So maybe we could blast it out on social media, you know, get a little virality behind it and make his wildest dreams come true. Because he has done so much for the channel and for me even as a person, but that is not what this video is about today. So yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know that it is happening and I'd appreciate your support. But we do have some other interesting happenings for the video, so let's go ahead. We'll get some plugs and disclaimers out of the way, and then we will dive right into some of this Neckbeard stories, a cringe. Beardo brings his mom to the first date. The title alone, how could I not read this? The second I saw it, I'm like, yep, we're front loading this one. Hi, I'm Biscuit, Snowy Biscuit, because I'm incredibly pale and very doughy. Well, I am pleased to meet you, Snowy Biscuit. What a story to introduce yourself on. I've been listening to ReddX like a lot since I found his channel a couple of weeks ago, and I am inspired to share my own Neckbeard tale. See, that's the most beautiful part. The Neckbeard content, the Red exclusives, they will never end because people are inspired every time they watch. They're like, oh yeah, I met a weirdo too. Let me tell you about it. And I'm like, yeah, please. I want to hear everything. It's not as spectacular or dark as some tales that I've listened to, but it is definitely one of the strangest events of my life. Yeah, I'm not looking for dark necessarily. Spectacular would be nice. I do enjoy some fireworks, but sometimes just weird, awkward cringe can be the tastiest of all. I love a derpy beard, I gotta say. A smidge of backstory on me and the setting. I was a confused 18-year-old in the long, long ago of 2010. My god, I don't even remember it. I hadn't realized aromantic and asexual were even things yet. So my mindset was, okay, everyone plays these feelings up, so I guess I will too. And that's what I did. I went through all the steps of the online dating thing with minimal success. Yeah, online dating ain't easy, man. You gotta dig through a lot of trash when it comes to online dating. And then when you finally give up and put the lid back on and you're about ready to walk away, you realize there's a gold nugget sitting on the top, and her name, Mrs. ReddX. That's exactly how it happened. I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna do this anymore. Maybe one more message, and that is the person that I married. Isn't that wild? So I kept becoming interested in guys that were nowhere near me. I wasn't avoiding things. You were. Shut up. Yeah, this is like some sort of self-sabotage going on. Like, wow, he's really, really interesting and so far away, so I can feel even more interested in him. That's some of my armchair bubblegum pop psychology. Anyway, some local dude, we'll call him Mr. Boring, messaged me on one of those dating site cesspools. Okay, Cupid, maybe? It's better than plenty of fish, I guess. They're all garbage, but I was determined to be normal. So I said hi back to him, and we exchanged Yahoo Instant Messenger screen names. That's a throwback. And chatted for a couple of days. He seemed fine, a little awkward, but I thought that was just nerdy dudes in general. I mean, it is.
I mean, I've got the muscles. The ladies love me. I've got a big willy. What more could they want?
You're not wrong, necessarily. But there are definitely different levels to the awkward, right? Some awkward dudes can sort of shapeshift and be like, okay, I guess we're being social now. Whereas other awkward dudes will just like literally have a meltdown. Luckily, I'm not one of the meltdown ones. His initial dating suggestion was taking me to a game store and watching him play Warhammer 40K. No way, dude. He's way too far gone. Are you kidding me? I guess it's like a good test, you know, see if she's interested in the thing that you're interested in. But no. Please, never in life. Which, to me, sounded boring. And I said as much. Good for you. So eventually we decided to go to a dying mall. Aren't they all dying? And look at all the weird stores that had sprouted up in the corpse of the building. I love this writing style, honestly. Please never stop writing. I wonder what malls look like these days. They still kind of function in the Philippines because online shopping isn't as heavy, you know? Amazon charges crazy like shipping and custom fees. We do have like stuff like Shopee and Lazada, but they don't necessarily have everything, and a lot of the stuff is kind of sus because it's coming from China. It's kind of like Alibaba Express, but just local for some of the stuff. You never know what you're gonna get. Read the specs very carefully. That's the main advantage of a mall. And, you know, getting the thing instantly. I went to buy my capture card at a mall because I wanted it right now. Anyways, I agreed to it and got a ride out there. We picked a spot to meet, a stubborn Panda Express, clinging to the corpse mall with both greasy, tasteless paws. Come on, OP, you don't like sugar chicken? What's going on here? Oh, the writing style cracks me up. You are beautiful. Please give me more stories. I figured, okay, hey, we could get some trash food and then stroll about the innards of the dead behemoth. Well, I got there and he was fine. A little shorter than advertised, but that's okay with me. Wolverine is 5'3", and he is my favoritist stabby king. Good for you. A lot of these chicks out here like, I don't date dudes under 6 feet. And then the dudes like, I don't date chicks over 200 pounds. And they're like, what? Have we done r/Tinder? I know I did it with wifey, but that's basically r/Tinder in 2 sentences. He was dressed fine, like a normal person. No fedoras here, just kind of plain looking, like an AI generated face. But my major problem here, even though I was on time, he was finishing his meal. Like, okay, dude, maybe I would have also liked some lunch. Not that I expected him to buy my lunch, but he could have waited. Damn. Don't take that shit lying down, OP. You go buy your lunch. You want lunch, you get lunch. And then you sit down and eat it and say, you ate too early. Now you're gonna watch me eat. This is the social contract, and you will adhere to it. At least when I say that you should adhere to it. Mr. Boring looked up at me as I walked in, smiled and waved, and this is where things get wildly boring before they get weird. Mr. Boring.
Oh, hey, Biscuit. I'm almost done. Have a seat.
I'm almost done. Yeah, you are. There's like 2 or 3 strikes already. I'm about to leave. I also think it's amazing how he like sees her across the food court and waves like there's nobody else in the mall. Is this how malls are now? I spent many years of my youth at the Burbank Mall and it was always packed. But times have changed, I will say. But yes, I do him the favor and sit down, and we do the first date small talk. What are you studying? Do you have any siblings? Blah, blah, blah. You know, boring shit. Especially if you're not actually interested in this person. If you're hooked, you'll be like, wow, what you're studying is interesting, and I love knowing that you have siblings. If you're checked out already, you're just like, whatever, dude. Just going through the motions. I get it. Mr. Boring says,
Oh, yeah. I've got a sister. And her bitch kid is staying with us right now. He won't stop crying.
Oh, good. Great with kids, too. The full package. OP, she's a baby, Mr. Boring. That's kind of what babies do. Mr. Boring just huffs a little.
Well, it's still annoying.
Okay, you're allowed to be annoyed, I guess. Probably don't advertise that fact because we all know how it be, and we all know that there's not really anything that you can do about it. Remove yourself from the situation. It's nice of the mom to like let the sister move in and try and help her out with all that. I have told my wife that I do not want to do the same. I know we probably will at some point, but I look around, see my mother-in-law surrounded by, I guess my nephews, I'll call them. And mom's creeping up on 60. She wants to just, you know, relax and stuff. And she's still got 3 of these kids just hanging off her skirt. Like, please don't ever let that be me. I know it'll be me to a point, but not permanently, not forever, right? I can still like do what I want to do, kind of. Fingers crossed. I just shake all this off and we start our wandering. But Mr. Boring, he's got a destination in mind. It's a card shop that was struggling to stay open, but it did have a metric shit ton of magic cards. That's all he thinks about, is it? Oh, we can't go to a Warhammer tournament? Well, let's go walk over to this card shop. Like, bro, can we do something like normal? Let's go watch a movie so we don't have to talk to each other for an hour and a half and we can pretend that the whole date was amicable. Of course, Mr. Boring makes a beeline for that card shop. Son of a bitch pulled a fast one on me.
You think Warhammer would be boring? Watch me sort through binders of cards that you know 0 things about.
I would have left, dude. While he's got his nose in a binder, I'd just be like, all right, I'm going. But I think, yeah, OP got a ride there. Maybe just go to the Panda Express and get the lunch that you missed out on. What the hell is this? The joke's on him, though, because I wandered off and found some spicy prank jelly beans called ass-kicking jelly beans because I was 18 and I thought it was funny. Yeah, maybe it's funny, I don't know. I purchased them and dropped them into my purse. I circled the store and I asked what all the weirdly shaped dice are for. I flipped through some Pokemon cards. I lose track of how long I have been trapped in this nerdy hell that I am not at all familiar with. None of this is really important or relevant. I just wanted to convey how bored I was. Mr. Boring is having fun with his funny little cards until his phone beeps at him and he looks around for me, who's been playing with a plasma ball for 17 straight minutes. Yes, just watch the minutes of your life tick away. The plasma ball is fun for about 2 seconds. You're like, wow, that's cool, gotta go. Trying to entertain yourself for 17 minutes? Oh, OP, I feel for you. Mr. Boring then yells at me across the tiny store. Mr. Boring,
OP, my mom is ready to meet you.
OP? What? You brought your mother? Mr. Boring.
Yeah, she's got final say on any girls that I date.
Bruh.
What the fuck was that?
Are you kidding right now? This is not normal. This is so far from okay. I'm immediately uncomfortable. But I guess we're adhering to the social contract even if he doesn't. There are no brakes on the cringe train. Let's just see where it takes us, I suppose. Excuse the fuck out of me, sir, but you are 22. But yeah, totally. Look at me like I'm the weirdo here. He had indeed brought his mother. This is so not okay. I thought maybe he was joking, but that would have required him to have some sort of personality. So I follow along, get introduced to Mama Boring, and pass whatever litmus test she used to ascertain my worth, and get invited to dinner at their place. No. Wait. No. Wait. I tried to decline, but she insists. Fuck. Why are 18-year-olds so stupid and easily steamrolled? I'm 30 now, and I would have been like, bitch, I said no. I don't know you or your weird, rude, boring son. Exactly. I was a bit of a rebellious pissant at 18, but yeah, I could still get caught off guard and lured into some less than stellar situations. So yeah, 18-year-old me, mousy, chubby little idiot, just trying her best. I mean, yeah, you were adhering to the social contract. Neither of them were. I wouldn't feel bad about this one, OP. This is not your fault at all. Who would have expected something like this? I'm also quite curious as to what the litmus test was for allowing you to date her precious son. Just the fact that you exist? Okay, you're clearly a female. You want to come back to my house to have some dinner with us? No. No, I really don't. Oh, but I insist. I said no, I really don't. Just put a bit of rasp into your voice. Say it like you mean it. But Lord knows, it is hard when you're 18. So Mama Boring lets us go back to wandering for 15 more minutes before we meet at the car. And I am so desperate for a way out. So desperate that when a guy approaches me and says, "Hey, are you over 18? We're looking for some test audiences for some MTV Redneck show." And I was like, oh, fuck yeah, get me in there. Anything but this, and I hate MTV. It took 45 minutes. I assumed that they would leave without me. They waited. Double fuck. Of course they waited. They got nothing else going on. I'm sorry to say it, OP, but you're the center of both of their worlds now. Mr. Boring is all,
I can drive and you can sit in the front with me.
and Mama Boring approves this plan. Triple nipple fuck! So I get into their little beige car. You shouldn't have done it, man. And we go to the Boring household, where Mr. Boring's idea of entertainment is first showing me his psych medications. And then I sit on his bed while he plays Warcraft with headphones on. Oh man, she's really gonna be impressed by your level 60 night elf, right? I don't know if 60 was still the cap in 2010. Probably not. I quit playing long since then. I guess it would have been 80 at that point. Oh wait, my nerd is showing, sorry. Showing the psych meds off like it's a cool thing. Bruh. There are so many red flags here. I can only relate it to a communist parade. Please stop. Let me off. You kids, today, you just don't know how good you have it with your smartphones. My phone had a slide-out keyboard, and that was its most interesting feature. If I could have gotten an Uber, I would have been so gone. Instead, you gotta sit there and play Snake or Breakout or one of the 3 games that were on phones back then. Yeah, I'll play some solitaire, whatever. Anything but this. Let's just disassociate as best we can. So, I'm just fiddling with stuff in my bag until dinner is ready. What you got in your bag? You're like, oh, tube of lipstick, in, out, in, out. Wow, that's amazing. What else do I got in here? Please entertain me. Oh, gum. Yes, let's just chew gum and stare at the ceiling. More minutes of your life ticking away. God, I hate it. So, true to the Boring household name, the pot roast that Mama Boring had made was bland and mostly cabbage. Ugh. She's skimping out on you. She's like, oh, we don't have enough meat for 3 people. Just add some more cabbage to it. That's not how it works. We need more lettuce. Lovely, filling lettuce.
How about some lovely filling lettuce?
Oh, she never expected that OP would pass the litmus test, I guess. Maybe that or they're having financial troubles, but I think it's funnier the other way. And the table that she had set aside for me and Mr. Boring was under a shelf full of those creepy-ass porcelain dolls. So I get stared at by some dolls and Mr. Boring as I pick at my damp cabbage conglomerate until I finally do what I should have done 2 friggin' hours ago. Finally, a plan has hatched. It's big brain time. I fake a text from my dad and say, I need to go home. I need to go anywhere but here. Yeah, so the car ride back to my house is with Papa Boring, who kept prompting me to say how
Fun the date was.
I just kind of laughed awkwardly. I was out of there like a shot before he even fully stopped the car in my driveway. Now he knows where you live. Oh God, what a nightmare. Was this just like a pity date or something like that? I guess OP did explain it a little bit at the beginning. Aromantic, asexual. I'm not really interested in any of this stuff, but it seems like I should be, so I guess I'll try. And here's what you get for trying. 2 hours of your life wasted. Which 2 hours isn't that bad, I guess, but To endure this, I'm sure it felt like a freaking eternity. A couple of hours later, as I'm awakening from a stress nap, I get a text from Mr. Boring. Oh no. Mr. Boring.
So, what do you think? Am I boyfriend material?
OP? Not for me. That is a very gentle way to put it. You could have just said no, definitely not. But it's like, no, just not for me. I'm sure somebody is out there for you. You're just gonna have to look really, really hard. I just didn't feel any connection. Sorry. Good luck with finding someone else, though. Mr. Boring. Oh, here's the switch.
What the fuck? Are you serious? I can't believe you'd lead me on like this. No one even wants a fat chick. I was doing you a favor.
Were you, though? Holy shit, man. Some people are really into fat chicks, all right? I think Mr. Boring is too. He just thought that this was like the quickest way to cut you deep. But OP responds correctly and says, oh, cool. You suck, so lose my number. I didn't actually say this, but I should have. You definitely should have. I hope you just ghosted him. That is also a proper response for a reaction like this. You're just like, okay, deuces. Number blocked. I think we could block numbers back then, couldn't we? God, I'm old. Then he stalked me for 4-ish months. Jesus. Until I texted him that my high school sweetheart just got home from the Navy and would be staying over with his best guy buddy, who was a massive ginger dude. And if I saw his car near my house again, I would let my friends beat his ass into the pavement. And they would have too. I wasn't sure if that was like a fabrication, but good. I'm glad you got some backup there. The moral of the story is, don't agree to go to a second location if you can't drive. I say especially if you can't drive, but even if you can drive, probably a second location ain't that great if you're not having fun on the date, right? Even the first location is probably not that great to be at if you ain't got a ride. What's your options? Back then, walk back home. That's it. Maybe hitchhike if you're feeling brave. There was no Uber. There was no nothing. If you got a ride somewhere, you're stuck until you get a ride back. And I guess she was depending on Mr. Boring to be her ride back? Good God. That is a disaster waiting to happen. I get some serious serial killer vibes from these folks too, like just sitting there eating their soggy cabbage under a shelf full of porcelain dolls. I can almost see the house in my mind, and it is so dank, probably covered in cigarette smoke. God, the walls, the carpet, the lighting fixtures, all stained yellow with tar. I don't know if any of that's actually true, but that's the way I see it in my head. It seems like a psychopath house. I'm pretty sure even a decade later, Mr. Boring still lives in that house, probably with the corpses of both of his parents. All right, that's getting a little dark. We're gonna wind it back. I do hope that you guys enjoyed this story, though. If you did, I hope that you'll like, comment, and or subscribe. All that stuff is super important. Maybe share it around because it's a one-off episode. And also, I plugged Ramtide's GoFundMe in the beginning. So it is super important that we get it out there. We also got other links in the description. Plugs, playlists, podcasts. Hey, I'm remembering to upload every night on podcasts again. So good. We've also got my social medias, of course. Twitch, Twitter, Discord, Facebook. Come on through, say hello to me. We've also got my Patreon and my gorgeous, wonderful, beautiful, generous patrons, whom I would like to thank very much, as I do every episode. So thank you. Classy Trash Panda, Robert Waits, Camille Sarah, Roxanne Wolf, Simp Jerry, Conrad Indy, Mawire Jerry. Hey, ReddX, tell Landlord Jerry that I'm a big fan of pasta. Go ahead, send Tommy Lasagna. Oh, you want to mess with Tommy Lasagna? I'm telling you. He gonna mash you up. Captain Cloud Jerry, Destiny Piper, Aaron Jerry, Twisted Child, Broken Logic, Esteban, full role playing sign. Irari feels unwanted, but keeps on fighting anyways. Keep doing it. You can make it. Silent Revolver, the original Jerry, Tick Jerry. Yeah, that's a new one. Or just change his name. Jerry's Kitsune Satori, a Jerry of Jubilee Juggling Jerry's, a Dusty Jargonian Jerry, nailed it. Aspen XO, Assassin Pup Jerry, Bang Bang, Aurora Wildheart, Grizzly, Baby Jerry, Bailey Joy, Bearded Jerry, Bitch Gremlin, Blake the Hero, Blitwood Jerry, Catholic Jerry, Commander J Tank, Confederate Jew going to the Ukraine, Dennis Dayton, Dinosaur Not Lake, Supposed Waifu, Dr. Marks, Emergent Jewel, East Force 50, Frozen Number Studios, Fire Great Gypsy, Hey Dream VR. Hey, beautiful Tinder Jerry here. You left me all red after I showed you my Mall Katana. Was it too small? Mall ninja shit. I can't help falling in love with Jerry. I'm Slim Jerry, I'm the Slim Jerry. All you other Slim Jerrys are just imitating Irish pirate. The Jerrys are all after me, Lucky Charms. Irradiated Jam. Itchy Nuts, just scratch it, bro. A pimp named J. Crisp, J.M. Coon, Jerry Blacktail, Jerry Nice, Jerry Evil, Jerry the Outlaw of the Truck of Hong Kong, John Hero, John Jerry, Jingleheimer Schmidt, KJW, Cacao, Cruhy, Landlord Jerry. These rent collection escapades are getting more expensive than the rooms. May need to increase my rate. Everybody else is. Legitimate Girth, Miss Monday, Lord Jerryo, like and subscribe. Milady Dix, Melgar the Destroyer, Metro Factor. I'm getting nervous. I'm gonna have to sell my ReddX tees if Teddy coins and marbles don't stop dropping. Imagine if I mint all of the thumbnails as NFTs. Ha! Needless King 89, Nightmare Jerry, Origami Steve, hit Jerry with a bag of marbles after catching him cheating with Tom, Paragon Soul, Phantom of the Pines, Princess Jerrykins and Jerry Beth, Queens, Quaaludes and Quagmires, Giggity, Reptile Lacrimates, Rose Jerry Miller, TSM Kirby, Sarita the Lolita, Saucy Octopus, Scarlet's Coven, Sergeant Gaycock, oh god, don't do that. Sergeant Gaycop, a bringer of the law. Silo Imp, Stephanie Gunther, Sign Up the Broomstick, Brilliant Tomago, Tapioca Bagloo, Tango Fair, Tenton Monster, the Italian Greyhound Dino, the Littlest Who, the Tiniest Void. Wow, it's so small. But the Marble Jerry, no substitutions. Okay, maybe one substitution, because they will hug over there one time, but that's it, for reals. The Witcher Flesky, trying to find the marble, get back to the real world. You probably don't want to blow into that balloon knot. That balloon knot blows back. Unbusy Bee, V3 Prime, Vanguard Angel, Viking Jerry, Wiki Tack, Lil Max, Zephyr the Gargoyle, or Clay. Neckbeard's blocking my path. I'll deal with it. Comrade Mooney, Kira, not another Jerry, Redwind, Naga Viper, Side Jerry the Cyborg, Saints Blessing, Third Stuff, One Leg Jerry's beating Neckbeards with the fake leg. Normal Jerry, I haven't seen Landlord Jerry for a while, but that Ghost who looks just like him. Anyone good with exorcism? Just come ask Vladimir. Okay, let's stop that voice now. Hunter of Jerry's, the Barrel Rolling Stacey, it's Tom. Because Tom and Jerry never get along. Admiral T-Tank, Emerald Alder, another stupid hipster, Atomic Jerry Zilla, Babsy Coon, Bartender Kelia, Broken Spine Horseradish, the original different Jerry, that's Cake Jerry. California Jerry Girl, Chevron 7 Lock, Corporal Admiral Princess Furry Werewolf, Ooh Jerry, something like that. Crypt Daddies, the Crazy, STI, aka STI Jerry, the Fawn Jerry, creator of colorful click clacks, Dopamine Dane Jarius, Electrical Fennec. First rule of ReddX Inc. Wash your hands. Second rule is do not talk about cutting boards. You can also wash the cutting board while you wash your hands. Never mind. Those are Alva. God damn it. He cannot. Holy Mary Jerry, Janet Jerry. Teddy Coins didn't work out, so I'm headed to Russia for that Putin bounty. Oh yeah, well I'm headed to Canada for that poutine. God damn it. Jeffrey, Geralt of Rivia. Jerry and Tom versus Happy New Year's, Weeaboo Apocalypse. Jerry the Sussy Baka. Jerry's mom has got it going on. Check out the mustache on Jerry Aldo Rivera. Jerry Roxas. Jerry Role Playing Game, Judge Jerry and Executioner. Keaton Tails. Kid Marvelous. King Tom. Kitsykin, Life of Guardian. Little Ann Woods, Lucia Lovecraft. Machia. CD. Maybe next time Milkfed get Miss Duchess, not Invisible Angel. Patreon has more than one Royal Jerry. Are you sure about that? Raptor Art. She's my Jerry Pie. Could drink a Mountain Dew with a big surprise. I just throw it in there. Doesn't actually say that anymore, but I still want to sing the whole thing sometimes. Snary, that's Nom Jerry. Spoonie the Rogue, Spoopy Scary Jerry Ton is relevant all year round. Techno Dubs. The original Jerry. He's not. Don't listen. The X card to Infinite Jerry and beyond. We on the way. Tuna Fish Jerry. Unfortunate Jerry is screaming at Nuki's latest magical girl transformation. Make it stop! I have no power here. Tom promised Jerry swears. Oh, bad Jerry, Tommy, good boy. Those swears just facts, fully size. Go ahead and look it up. I mean, another ReddX video. Also, thank you to my $1 patrons, beautiful people that they are. You light up my life. Thank you guys so much. Obviously, if anybody else would support on the Patreon, that would be absolutely massive. But if you can't do it right now, don't sweat it too hard, friends. I just appreciate you coming on through, hanging out with me, and I hope that you'll come on back and hang out with me again tomorrow. In order to do so, you need to keep yourself safe out there, wash your hands, but also do something that you personally enjoyed today. Maybe like watching some more ReddX videos and avoiding bad dates, or avoiding bad dates with a ReddX video. God, that is amazing. Always remember, friends, that you are loved, you are worthy, and you definitely deserve it. I shall see you in the next one, and until then, bye-bye.